to the nigga nation, that is. Uh, I don't give a damn about, the time and or whatever words I use, it, whether it be the first 5 seconds, 2 minutes, or whatever. But um, now y'all already know I was gonna come on here and say something about this, right? Just this is the nigga room page. This is a whole bunch of shit about Charles. Mr. Nigga always talks about Mr. Charles, the blase was getting, but I'm gonna talk about Mr. I'm gonna start out by talking, but this really video is not about Mr. Charleston, but it's about Mr. Charleston. Um, First of all, man, if you are over, let's say, you're over 5'10" and weigh more than 170 pounds, you don't get no hooray for fighting somebody, for fighting a 5'7" blind man that probably weigh about 125, 130 pounds. You don't get no stripes for that. You don't. Whoever gives accolades for shit, I don't care if whatever a nigga say. You don't get no accolades for that. You don't get no props for that shit. You don't get no. I guess maybe you do. Amongst the type of people that applaud that shit, the type of uh 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 hmm them type of people. The marks, basically. Marks and those who support Marks and hoe ass activity, weak ass nigga, Wan. You got your hoe ass niggas, your hands, your bitch ass nigga, your beard, bitch ass niggas, suck ass niggas, Wans, weak ass niggas. But that's what happened. From what I understood, cause I've been working. I'm a working nigga. I go to my plantation, my white man's job, but I earn regularly. I'm not able to walk across stage and get on stage, and at least not yet. Maybe I might make it on. Maybe I make it to somewhere where I get paid $10,000 whoops at a time. I don't get $10,000 whoops at a time. But the point I'm still trying to make is you have all these people, right? And you look at Charleston's face after the altercation. You don't see no marks on his face. You look at the video. You don't see no. Ain't none of this going on. You see a motherfucking amateur football game for the most part. First, the funniest part to me was the nigga trying to climb on stage. So then it's like, okay, you see them, you climb, you doing your best to like a little toddler trying to crawl up on the couch. You doing your best to crawl up on the stage. You see the flower pot in the nigga hand, but you still want to come. Bink. First of all, so then, okay, the flower pot ain't enough for you, just ease on back down off the stage. Here come the mic. All right. So then now y'all finally made on stage, which, hey, once again, you're getting heckled in the crowd. You're heckling in the crowd, and then all of a sudden, the man, you know who he is. You bought a ticket to the show. Why buy a ticket to the show, first of all, if you're gonna be on that type of time? And then for the results to happen after you bought a ticket to the show, you should really feel like a clown. You guys should really feel like a clown. Nephew, uncle, whatever type of Los Angeles Laker NBA type of bond relationship y'all might have. Y'all should really feel like clowns because you bought tickets to this shit. So, once you got on stage, what did you think was going to happen? What were you trying to make happen? You couldn't take the fact you tried to crack your jokes first. Evidently your jokes weren't effective enough. Maybe the crowd wasn't laughing alone or whoop-de blam. But then when he retaliates at you, you get your feelings hurt, and now you want to climb up on stage. Okay, so now I really want to say this here. This is why I really came on, because I really think it's overlooked. A lot of times, some of these characters, they be like, "Well, what's Dewberry up there for? It's all about Charles Dewberry just hanging out." Nah, nigga. Cause I'm gonna tell you, the first time before you even the larger amount, the amount of people that know Charles White now, it was just a microcosm, a little itty bitty bit amount of people. They had this show called, or the original, we can call it what it is. Gang related, gang related, not gang related. So now it's called, the show, the podcast is called the Game Related Podcast. It used to be called the Game Related, not Gang Related Podcast. Now on this podcast, it was a fellow known as Uncle Henny, it was Charleston White, and it was Anthony Dewberry. Now it was OG Percy, he was supposed to be on there first, but OG Percy fucked off the bag on that end, but that's a different story altogether. Now on this show, right, they would interview different types of people, much like the Game Related show. Well, the few episodes of the old version that I've seen. Now, one of the most popular versions of this game-related, not gang-related show was the one where there was an episode where Mob James was on there, an old, I guess he was a bodyguard for Death Row, a gang member, a blood gang member, pyro gangster, whatever. And it was a situation where they were doing on this game-related, not gang-related game-related, not gang-related podcast. They was interviewing Mob James and Charleston White, of course, being against gangs, they were going back and forth with Mob James. So it gets heated. Most of y'all know the story. It gets heated, and Charleston stands to his feet. Mob James stands to his feet, nose to nose, belly to belly, chest to chest, whatever. It looks like it's gonna get heated, whatever. So, I hear a voice. And, in the voice is Mr. Dewberry. Mr. Dewberry is in a position where he could pretty much hurt Mob James if Mob James so chose to raise his hand and put it on Charleston. But then it gets to the point where, people seem to ignore the fact that, Mob James, he would have whooped Charleston. Charleston was spooked at Mob James. You see how his voice got low, whoopty man. Nah. Charleston White and Anthony Dewberry are childhood friends. Charleston White and Anthony Dewberry pretty much are brothers at this point. You could just call it brothers from another mother. So for anybody to think that after all these years, of damn near almost 30, maybe 30 plus years of a friendship, that Dewberry is going to allow Charleston White to get hurt, and Charleston White, as real as he is, he ain't like some of our so-called friends where, like they might get on somewhere and then they forget about us. Charleston brought his friend along with him. So for you to think that, the story, the shit that y'all was saying that I heard while I was on my plantation job, I was like, Dewberry ran. Nigga, you lying to me. Ain't Dewberry ran the motherfucking where. Number one, you watch Dewberry. Well, maybe not all of you watch Dewberry's podcast, but Mr. Dewberry get on live after he go work out. And anybody who works out that may have had once upon a time might have had an aggressive, like the fight per se. It don't matter, it don't matter. We're a little bit older. I'm out of shape. I know if I'll probably get back into the way I was, even halfway a third to where I was when I was in my 20s, I'll be wanting to test out my hands. So you think that in the name of protecting the brand, protecting the ambassador, the general of the nigga nation, do you think that Anthony Dewberry would have missed out on a shot to punch one of y'all motherfuckers in the mouth? He already got people that he deal with in his own little space that he want to punch in the mouth in the name of they not being able to handle their emotions with dealing with what Charleston White might say. So what I really want to say, and I didn't really mean to go that long, y'all gonna have to start respecting Anthony Dewberry for the fuck who the fuck he is, really. And you dick riding. No, you got to recognize that nigga for what he is, for who he is, and what he is to Charleston White, and the role he plays. He ain't just no hanger. That nigga ain't just no hanger on. He has a purpose. not only just to be the protector of Charleston White, as if Charleston White actually needs a protector. Dewberry has his own purpose. Dewberry didn't grind it out from the point where he came, where like he first had his YouTube channel, he could barely even really get down with the get down. But as time has gone along, Dewberry has drastically improved his platform and his that and the third. So what I'm really saying here when I say this, that man, a man unto himself. Now you can associate him with Charles because they together as brothers. But he's still a man unto himself. So you think about it. You have these people that they come to him and say, "Oh, what's Dewberry? Dewberry just riding Charleston coattail. Don't you think that Mr. Charleston White values that man's friendship? Don't you think that that there's been times and along the course of their friendship, Charles may have relied on Mr. Dewberry, for whatever type of assistance, whether it be moral support or loan me a dub, Dewberry, loan me $20, put me on to a lick, Dewberry, or vice versa." But I don't know, man. But really, at the end of the day, all this cheering and shit y'all doing, it really it don't make no sense to me. Because for the first part, some of y'all want to justify it. Charleston started, he hit dude with the flower pot. What the fuck y'all think that Charles was gonna let the nigga climb on stage and Chris rock him? What kind of logic is, hell, if the first shit, as soon as he got his shoulders up there and leaning forward, yeah, you goddamn right, nigga, you come catch the flower pot. Oh, you still come, what else I got? This microphone. Oh, y'all still coming. What else I got? I got to go get the goddamn nigga dropped $4,500 in the name of swinging the chair, y'all niggas. So when he got the chair up in the air, he opened and get tackled. Now all of a sudden it's a beat down. Oh, they finally got him. Shout out to Crockett, Texas. Y'all so bunch of fucking suckers. For real. And it's the worst part about it. You're not going to do anything. You probably wouldn't even raise your voice in the presence of the man. But you all of a sudden you want to be in the comment section. Don't know Charleston personally. Don't know the nigga that climbed on stage personally. But you cheering for him. He didn't put you to rope your lasso to that star of it's not aspirational word I'm looking for. Roped your chain to that victory. Well, so you think it's a victory. But at the end of the day, all y'all really try to do is bully what y'all call your old ass old nigga. Y'all really try to just bully a middle-aged man with one eye that weighs like 130 pounds. And then, I don't know whether all the bragging stuff is going on. So one thing I want y'all to ask us in my party. One thing I want y'all to ask all them people that's posting little clips of videos and celebrating, ooh, they finally got Charleston. Ask them people, do they happen to have a snapshot of the motherfucker that Dewberry punched in the motherfucker's face? Ask that dude to go live today so he can celebrate his victory. Nevertheless, man, I'm about to go make me some breakfast. I just got home off work. And once I'm always at work when this type of shit happens. with the good shit. I always seem to miss the good shit. But now I don't miss all the good shit. But that was some good shit. Because I was watching lives all day. Nigga happy in the motherfucker. He got all these deals. He now a multi-millionaire. He talked his way to multi-millionaire status. All to go to a show where he is the only act on the show. He's the headliner, the starring actor of the show in his home state, to where niggas can't control their emotions. They can want to climb on stage and squabble. Nigga nation and that, man. Peace and love to you. Shout out to Anthony Dewberry. Shout out to Cornelius Dewberry, them Dewberry brothers. Y'all stand on business for Mr. Charleston. It was 3 niggas. Charleston, uh, Anthony Dewberry and Anthony Dewberry brother Cornelius Dewberry. They held my nigga down, and for that, salute to y'all niggas. Shout out to Kryptonite on CEO Hockley. He was in the building. I don't know where. That's another story. CEO Hockley gonna stand up for that nigga too. So whatever. Just shout out to CEO Hockley. Nigga Nation, peace of love. Kryptonite, that nigga Kryptonite.